So look, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You gonna continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, I do want to give you a brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, alright? I don't want you trying to fit certain scenarios for you. If you get your confirmation through me, that's beautiful. If not, you're going to get it elsewhere, alright? Also, y'all already know my voice is way too raspy. On top of that, I have a cold. So this probably about the time you want to hit your volume, alright? I'm loud. I'm only going to get louder. So excuse me ahead of time, alright? So look, right? We got a few messages for today. But the first one is this. There's been a time period where not only you were in an illusion, but those individuals that was working against you, they was in an illusion too. See, I want you to realize something. There was a time period where you was doing everything God asked you to do. God told you to walk away from so-and-so. So so-and-so is who you walked away from too. See, I want you to realize that there was a time period that, again, you feel like you was just getting by. You was doing certain things that God was asking you to do. You felt like you was divinely aligned. But again, still, certain things was working against you. See, we going to have to talk about it, right? I want you to realize something. See, that time period where you was scraping up certain things, where you only had enough funds to get certain food or pay certain bills, so on and so forth, I want you to realize that that was divinely orchestrated. And there was a few reasons why. See, the first reason is God only gave you just enough to get by. See, God didn't want to provide you with extra because he's seen who was around you. See, he's seen certain individuals that was around you that had certain intentions to down you. See, he seen you feeding other people before you ate. He's seen him providing you extra funds, and instead of buying things for you, you sat there and helped other people and poured into their place. See, I want you to realize something. Certain times along these lines, you've been getting tested too. See, you've been asking God for certain things, and God has been coming through. See, you didn't know how you was going to pay that bill, but it got paid. See, it may not have got paid when you needed to get paid originally, but God had you patiently wait a few extra days. See, I want you to realize at that time, God wanted to see was you going to trust the process. See, everything that you need is already within you. But again, you allow other people to influence you into thinking that there's more things that you need. Whole time, all you got to do is ask divine and certain things you going to see. See, I want you to realize that these individuals, right? They was pulling from your energy. See, I'm going to put something in perspective. Y'all got it. Let's follow me, right? So imagine this. Certain people that you was partnered up with, these are friends, these are families, these are certain people, again, opportunities presented themselves. These are people that you was aligned with, was connected with, right? So the whole time, you cross paths with these people. See, God intentionally had that happen. Because prior to meeting you, these people was praying for an opportunity, certain blessings and abundance to come through. See, God put them to the test and wanted to see what they was going to do. So, see, God had you make that turn when he did to run into these people to see how they was going to move. See, when they seen you as an opportunity, which was kind of true. See, God gave them the opportunity to leave what was wrong and get right by getting right by you. See, these individuals took that as an opportunity to then try you. Now they starting to realize that one and one didn't add up. Now they're going through steady trials. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. You was the answer to their prayer. See, when you cross paths with certain people, you had to see that what you speak is what you seek, and that's what they started to see. See, when you started to boost that person up, You started to boost them up in their frequency. See, you started to make them confident on who they were. And that's who they strive to be. Whole time, had you poured that same energy into you, you would have been able to see certain things clearly. See, these individuals, I want you to put it into a scenario like this, right? God told you he had a party for you. God told you there's a location that you was going to go to. God said, listen, you just follow me and make certain moves that I need you to do. And at the end of this task, best believe I'm going to reward you. See, God showed you a quick glimpse of what you was going to get. He also let you know that there were certain unexpected roads ahead. But if you listen to him, you got all the answers plugged in. See, your intuition and your discernment is a personal piece of him. See, that's like that walkie-talkie in a sense. When you need to ask God something, you got to be on a certain frequency within. See, you was asking God, God, should I trust this person? And God showed you the truth. Certain moves you didn't know what to make, so God made sure that he made it clear to you. See, when you start asking who was against you, certain people started to get removed. See, God was your vision the whole time, but in order to see, you had to close your eyes and go within you. See, you was out here praying for certain things, right? God was like, listen, you align with this path, I'm going to show you a different vision. God was like, listen, you trust me, I got you. Nothing can harm you as long as you move when I tell you to. So you did. You trust your intuition and you went within. So all of a sudden, again, God told you, listen, there's a party you're going to go to. This is the promised land. This is the land of love, light, and abundance and protection. See, God told you. You was like, all right, cool. He was like, all right, just wait for me to tell you when to move. See, God was like, listen, I got a certain outfit, certain selections for you to choose, but I want you to be patient again. Know in due time, certain moves is going to be made. So again, this is equivalent to God telling you there's a party that you invited to. He sent you that flyer. That was your intuition. That was that idea. That was that goal. That was that dream. That was that path. That was that purpose. That was that message that he delivered to you, right? Where you started to see clear. See, that was that invitation when God invited you to go back and keep him near. See, that invitation, you start telling other people about that party too. See, you seen certain people around you and you knew that you had an invite and that you could invite them too. So all of a sudden you start telling them about certain goals you was going to make, certain things you was trying to do, certain people that you like, certain things you was trying to pursue. That's equivalent to you telling these people about this party that God has planned for you. This certain place that again has all this abundance, all of this gold, all of these celebrities, which is AKA higher souls. See, God told them like, listen, you can go too. But I need you to wait on so-and-so. So-and-so meaning you. See, when God said wait on so-and-so, he ain't mean wait and hold up time. He meant he needed them to pay attention to you and know that you are divine. See, he needed them to put you on that pedestal of respect. This was their test, but again, a lot of them lacked. See, when they heard you talking about this party, about the event that was planned that not a lot of individuals can go to, see, anybody that goes there has to have a certain ticket with them, right? That's all you kept telling them. So you told them certain, this is equivalent to you telling them certain insight. You telling them about certain messages that God tells you. Here you think that you helping them whole time. God was telling you about these people because these people was hurting you. But again, you was telling them about certain plans. You was sitting there trying to speak love, light, and abundance into them. You was out here putting them on that pedestal, investing in them. You was doing all of these things, right? Whole time they was watching you. They was trying to search around to see where that golden ticket is so that they can make a certain move. See, that's equivalent to them trying to see what they can steal from you. See, energetically, financially, mentally, emotionally, sexually, they were seeing what they could pull and take from you in order to take from themselves and get other people to where they knew God was taking you. See, They start observing. These are the people that was befriending you to betray you. They was watching you. See, they heard you talk about this golden ticket, but they didn't know where it was located at. See, they just wanted you to keep talking. So slowly but surely, they would start to grasp where it was at. See, all you told them was that, listen, you go with me, I got you. You good. You can get in. See, they ain't like that because they thought that they was like that whole time. They ain't realize that they wasn't going to fit in. See, you had to have a different soul level in order to get interest. But that's another story. Let's talk, right? So again, you got an invite by God. This is God telling you this dream, this passion, this goal, certain things. He's telling you certain things that you can accomplish and you truly believe it because you've seen it. So all you had to do is trust the process. Keep moving forward, right? Now these people, again, they seen that you had certain lights. They seen you was getting certain invites, so they wanted to see how they can get it too. So they sat back and observed you. They befriend you just to try to betray you. See, these individuals seen certain money. They seen you, your energy. They seen your spirit. They seen certain things, right? They seen it as a golden ticket in a sense. So what do? They try to steal from you. They try to take from the innocent. See, when they stole from you, that's equivalent from them taking from you energetically, then going back to somebody else. That's them taking from you and splurging on somebody else. This is somebody putting you down in order to pour into somebody else, so on and so forth, right? They try to take something from you because they thought that it was going to get them to the same place that God told you about. But when they stole what they stole, whether or not that was them trying to sacrifice you and steal your soul, whether or not this was, again, them stealing certain finances from you, certain funds they knew was going to come through, them stealing shit out your mailbox from the IRS, but the federales is on them too. See, certain shit that they was doing, watching you, messing with your cars. They was trying to stop your finances. That shit didn't go too far. See, these individuals, right? They stole something from you. And what they try to do was go get with other people and try to take those people to the same place that God told and showed you. See, when they left you, they went to that location. They just knew that they was good. See, they got to the door. They dressed it to impress. Sitting there got certain material gain shit. They could be covered in Dior. They thought that they was on that spliffy shit. They thought that they had that shit on. See, they went to the door. They presented that ticket, which was either your energy, because they probably try to imitate you. See, they think that they can get the same fate as you by imitating you, not realizing that they going to mess around and blow a fuse trying to be you because they not built like that. So they got to the door. Again, dressed in Dior, had they partners with them too. See, they got to the door and presented something that God had presented you. See, when that individual seen that golden ticket, so they thought, they was like, oh, you got the invitation, that's cool, but where the ticket at? The people's like, listen, this is the ticket. So this is certain past partners that you was with that tried to leave you and build you with another person and try to have them imitate you in a sense. Had them try to do everything like you, try to steal your ideas too, try to talk, walk, and act like you. Whole time they not built like that. So again, what we say, they gonna fuck around and blow a fuse. So they had them at the door, dressed all cute, thought they was smelling all good, but that person at the door seen through it. See, they was like, listen, this is not it. They like, listen, this is the divine feminine. This is the divine masculine. This is so-and-so. This is who's supposed to be here. They like, nah, that's not the golden ticket. They like, you sure? So this is, again, them stealing our idea, them stealing funds, them stealing this, them trying to take that. They went to the door and still realized that they asses was in lack. See, when that person, which is God, start describing how to get in, or what was needed to get in, they started to ask certain questions. They like, God, in order to get into this abundance, what do I need to have? See, I got so-and-so with me. That's that imitation energy. I got that money I stole from their frequency. I got certain fake profiles up too. sending certain funds to me. See, they was asking questions like, God, what does that ticket look like? God started giving a description. And the more that they started to listen, they started to get the bigger picture. See, they started realizing that that golden ticket that was getting described was you. See, they thought that they was going to get access to certain abundance and all this love, light, and protection. But in order to get that, they had to bring you. See, there was a reason why you was telling them that you could take them with you. But again, they had to be patient because you was out here selecting and waiting for God to tell you when you needed to make that move. See, that's equivalent to you pursuing certain dreams, people doubting you, people telling you what you could and cannot do, certain people, again, belittling you, trying to befriend you, to betray you, certain partners that partnered up with other partners to try to plot on you, certain people that had a price on your head, now there's a price on their head too. See, certain funds they try to stop, they starting to realize that that shit never was removed. See, they realizing that that golden ticket was within you. That's some shit that can't be duplicated because God can see through. See, they thought they had it, they didn't. They ain't realized that, again, they should have trusted their intuition. See, there was times, again, where you thought that shit was at a standstill. You thought that you didn't have enough. But God gave you just enough to get by because he wasn't going to have you help them up. See, when you got extra funds, instead of investing it in you, you was giving it to other people that wasn't paying their bill in a sense. So think about you. You don't buy clothes for you. You don't buy shoes for you. You don't take certain trips for you. There's certain things that you refuse to do for you. But when it comes to other people, you make certain moves. When it comes to other people, they sit there and spin their ends and they come back to you because they know that they can rely on you. So therefore, instead of you saving those funds or investing it in you, you end up giving it to them and they didn't spend all they ends. So therefore, again, they was non-deserving. You heard me. See, that shit was an illusion. You had enough the whole time. But again, God had to hold back. See, I want to put something in perspective, right? These individuals was under illusion. Simply. And at a time period, you was under an illusion too. The only difference between you and those people is they had the confidence to make certain moves. See, when you start feeling you start feeling you, and you started to see that the universe and God was feeling you too. So therefore, again, certain things started to come through. But again, you had to remove certain people, see, at the time, right? You was just getting by again, barely paying your bills, barely being able to do that. You was making shit happen even though at the time you thought that your ass was in lack. Whole time, just like a parent, right? Picture this. A parent. Every time you get paid, they like, hey, yo, give me $50 from that check. You feeling a certain type of way. You sitting there adding to your stress. You like, damn, so-and-so don't want to see me come up. They asking me for shit. So-and-so sees that I'm trying to build certain things, but they still taking things from me, so on and so forth, right? That's equivalent to you doing everything that God asked you to do. And you like, God, I'm giving up everything that I have and still I'm barely getting by. What else do you want from me? You asking questions. At times your face cracked up. Your ass was starting to cry, see? You ain't realized at the time those people was under the illusion that they was stealing funds from you, taking money from you, that they had put certain losses on you. Time God was holding out certain. You see, you ain't even realize that just like that parent that was taking certain $50 each check. See, what you ain't realized at the time that they really had your back. See, they was putting those funds to the side. So when you turn 18, you already got what you needed. See, God had certain abundances. People thought that they were stealing from you. He had that shit adding up. He had it in the savings account. So therefore, again, he was doubling it, tripling it. He was matching it up. See, These individuals thought that they were stealing from you. Whole time God was taking from you to save for you. So now that you did everything that you were supposed to do and got rid of those individuals who truly wasn't for you, now you about to get those payments coming through. I'm trying to tell you. When you get your soul level right, when you get your confidence too, when you align in the path and do what God asked you to do, see, you ain't realized that he has certain abundance saving and waiting for you. See, you had to be patient with your process because you didn't know that he was about to make certain moves. See, when you got of age, which means when you found yourself and you changed your ways, you changed who you was around too. See, you ain't even realized that God was about to hit you with that. You heard me? So now you aligning in your path. You being patient. You already know that abundance is coming to you. You already waiting. See, right when you making plans and being grateful for what you got, God's about to come through and add that shit. I'm trying to tell you, he about to... Man, listen. You ain't realized the whole time that you thought that they was stealing from you, taking from you. That was God building certain collateral. That was God building certain savings from you. See, these individuals was under an illusion that they was winning. Whole time they not. See, God had you be patient with the process because on the opposite end, there was a divine plot. See, while they was thinking they was getting away, were messing up your cars, slashing tires, pouring sugar in your tank, when they thought they was getting by keeping your children from you, when they thought that they was getting by telling certain lies on you, when they thought that they had got away with sitting there trying to sacrifice you, when they thought that they had successfully attacked you and your children and other people, when they thought that they had successfully stopped you from aligning with your true boo, when they thought that they had successfully did some shit, that was God having you be patient because he was back there collecting evidence. See, they gonna realize that the whole time, all of those blessings, all of that evidence, that shit was getting added up. See, while they was watching you, they was getting watched too. See, the devil done gassed them up. See, they didn't realize they had all eyes on you. Meaning some of they devious friends and they devious crew too. They didn't pay certain people to try to gang stalk you. They didn't pay certain practitioners to keep an eye on you. Whole time, that was Divine's plot. He was trying to see what they was going to do. See, when they was sitting there getting this person to target you, this person to target you, God was using their darkness to attract other darkness too, see? He was going to get them all at the same spot, had them attached to the same plot. Then he throw a RICO case on their ass, and now they asses is done. I'm trying to tell you. Evidence is going to get presented. So all those times that those people was messing with you, I'm trying to tell you, it was God was building it. Building your case. Because before people heard you say certain things and they try to call you crazy. They try to say so-and-so ain't hating on you. They even try to fix their mouth to say that you was trying to duplicate what so-and-so was trying to do. Whole time so-and-so wouldn't have shit to say or do if it wasn't based upon the blueprint coming from you, see. They thought that they was successful. Let's put something in perspective, right? We're going to clear out all these illusions. How does it sound? They let the devil gas them up to betray God. They allowed the devil. They allowed their friends. They allowed certain monetary promises get to them, gas them up to betray God. How that sound? God and came through. See, they allowed somebody to gas them up to betray God. Somebody who came through for them 9 out of 10 times. See, I say 9 out of 10 times because God was going to come through on that 10th time too. But they had to be patient. They didn't realize that God was making certain moves. See, that's equivalent to you asking somebody for money. Or somebody asking you for money. And you like, yeah, I got you. But listen, I got a few things I got to do before I can get to you. See, Give me a couple hours. I'm going to get that and I'm going to bring it to you. These people seen time pass by and they started to doubt you. They got on the phone and start talking all this tough Tony shit to other people about you. They started being disrespectful, saying that they can get it without you. They was out here selling their souls, selling blood in a sense too, for some shit that you already had for them, but they got to be patient. So again, had they been patient, had they sat there and remained and been waiting, you was about to pull up with that money. Then all of a sudden, they made certain moves. They done called you up, sent you hateful text messages, told you what you could and could not do. They start sitting there taking out certain frustrations on you. So you like, oh, all right, bet. And you kept your money too. You see, they didn't realize that you asked them to be patient because you had to go to a different location, get that cash out. But when you got that cash, you was going to bring them back more than what they had asked. The same applied to you. When you was asking for certain things from God, God already was making certain moves. But you may have got mad at the time, or they got mad at God and felt that God wasn't going to come through. Whole time God was coming with more than what you asked for. His hands was surely full. Now they asses then sold they soul for something that God was already going to do. Now they out here lightheaded. They out here lacking. They out here soulless too. They foundation is cracking. See, they should have been patient just like you. See, they wasn't. They ain't want to be patient with the process. They didn't. And now look at them. They exhausted. See, let's talk, right? Chosen ones. See, what you don't realize, the every experience that you encounter, right? Say this is sort of like a sports training in a sense, right? So, you know, if you a track star, you got to run around and train for the marathon. You got to get your cardio right, right? You ain't realized that every time that you had to start over, every time you had to go back to the scene, every time you had to go back to the script and be patient and see what God was trying to show you, every time you had to go back and reference certain dreams, every time you got confirmations and you needed to see who God was saying it for. See, I want you to realize that's similar to how they prepare certain people for sports. See, when you was getting called to go back and reanalyze the scene, that's when you like, damn, I keep going through the same cycle. What else could it be? See, that was when, like, the coach telling you to go run that playback over and over again. Or that track star or track coach telling you to run that marathon again, run that track again. You had to redo it, right? But at the time that you was redoing it, what was you doing but building cardio? That's equivalent to you redoing certain scenarios, you reanalyzing, you going back to the drawing board, which is you going back to your childhood, you going back to those past partners, you going back to see exactly what it is that you did or what part you played, whether or not it was what you accepted or what you did, because at the same time, what you get is a reflection. So it's like you had to take that time to keep going back. You had to build from the ground up several times. See, you ain't realized that you was building cardio the whole time. See, these individuals that was plotting against you, they was taking the easy way out. They was scamming, they was stealing, they was lying. That's equivalent to them, again, skipping laps. They wasn't even trying. See, the difference is when it's really time to show up. See, they was scamming and going against you. They seen you running certain laps. They was laughing at you. Again, that was just building strength. That was your cardio getting built up too. So now y'all got the same test that y'all got to face. And again, they ain't got the same breath as you. See, these people was out here taking a short way out. You built your cardio up. That means you built your spiritual strength. You built your confidence. You healed. You sat there and closed out karmic cycles. You pursued your purpose. You stuck with it regardless if you seen profit. You continued to do what God told you to do. You was building cardio to make certain moves. Now they sat there at this time was sending certain things to you. See, these individuals didn't realize that they should have kept their breath. Because now certain things is about to be revealed. They about to see the truth. See, these individuals was out here doing sneaky shit, and now they on their last breath. They can't breathe. They can't move. They can't finish this race like you. See, now you was in spiritual warfare, and you had enough strength to pull through. You was out here throwing those holy haymakers. Times that you thought your legs was going to give out. God gave you that extra push, and you continue to put in that work. See, these individuals, again, took the shortcut, so they surely didn't deserve that come out that you about to get. So, again, you got to realize life is a marathon. You ain't got to be quick to get it, see. God's about to pass that baton to you. That's that abundance. That's that love. That's that light. That's that happiness. That's that changed life. I'm trying to tell you, all of this time, you have been saving. God has been putting your funds over into a different account that nobody has access to. That's equivalent to certain parents that was putting shit in your name, and when you turned 18, you had to carry on what they did to you. Whole time now, God switched the roles. He made certain moves when you turn 18, in a sense. Again, that's spiritual enlightening. You about to have access to everything that God was saving. It's your season. I'm trying to tell you. You about to see. See, I'm going to tell you how illusions work, right? Let's talk. There was individuals who did black magic. Now, let me tell y'all why I think it's so fucking dumb if you do magic. And every time I say this, so many practitioners try come at me. You can't play with my energy. You gonna get ended trying to end me. You understand me? Anything you send to me gets sent back to you immediately. So it's like, come on now. Cut the shit out. But let's talk, right? Now, these individuals allowed somebody to pay. They paid somebody, a practitioner, to do a love spell on people, to block finances, to sit there and try to keep somebody from conceiving. They paid somebody to try to keep them under illusion. All of this, right? They feel like they were successful for a few reasons. I'm going to tell you two sides on why they felt like they were successful, right? They thought that they were successful. They seen you, and they seen that you were single. You may have been single for an extended period of time. These people over there laughing like, yeah, you see what I did to Shorty? He not pursuing nobody now. She not pursuing nobody now. I got them stuck in this illusion. I'm holding them down. That's what they think, right? Whole time that was an illusion for them. See, that was God speaking to you, and you realized that you wasn't going to make the same mistake that you made with them. See, you was like, I'm going to be patient for my purpose. I'm going to be patient for my person. I'm going to be patient on my path. See, when this next person that I get is going to I'm going to get something that's going to last. So therefore, again, they thought that they were stopping you, and that was your choice not to pursue certain people. They didn't even realize that certain people been trying to pursue you, even certain people in their crew too. They don't realize, again, it was you who turned certain people down, but they didn't persuaded you that they were stopping your love, when really it was you stopping you from making certain mistakes that you previously would have done or used to do. There were certain people that thought, oh, they stopped your finances because certain shit slowed up. Whole time God only gave you enough so that you couldn't help their asses get up. See, they didn't stop anything. There were certain people that thought that they put a spell on your womb that you wasn't able to conceive. Whole time, God didn't you conceived with that previous person. Because when you conceived with them, you would have been bound to their karma and consequences too. You would have been blessing a fucked up bloodline or lineage with a baby from you. So therefore, God's like, nah, you ain't about to give them Nathan. So he ain't had him the ability to conceive with you. But those people, again, on they hocus pocus shit, they was gassed up. They thought that they was stopping you. Whole time, it was your choice. Whole time, again, you was making certain moves based upon what God told you to do. See, they seen you. Certain cars get fucked up and knew that they had did it, but they thought that they had lucked up. Whole time, they didn't realize that they had eyes on them too. See, certain law enforcement told you not to say a word because these people was going to be held accountable. See, you going to get vindicated, chosen ones. Certain people don't realize that they was on camera the whole time. God just had to get you to be quiet because he wanted to see what else they was going to do. And again, they end up taking down their own crew based upon the day that they chose to start with you. See, they started their own demise. See, they don't realize that they was getting watched the whole time. So certain murders they committed, that shit's been watched. Certain drugs that they was pushing, that shit's getting stopped. Certain children and women that they was trafficking, that shit's been enlightened too. See, they don't realize, again, all these things been enlightened on the fact that they tried to mess with you. See, they ain't realize it. I'm trying to tell you. Anything that was damaged is yours, and I can speak from personal experience. There's certain false accounts that kept imitating me. See, when it first happened, I went ahead and hopped on that immediately. See, I went to God, and I went to them federales too. See, my name is everything. That reputation is what helps you make certain moves. So, these people that was behind fake profiles, right? They already been reported to the federales, but they was like, be patient. See, they ain't realized that as they kept getting other people to get in on their offenses too, they tried to deactivate this account, change this name, try to make certain moves. See, now them PIs got all their information and the information of their people too. So now I got all the proof I need to take that to that case, and those federales do too. So it's like you gotta realize you have to be patient. You heard me? You have to be patient. See, God know what he doing. You don't put things in your own head. You do the right thing and you put your trust in him. See, God's about to bring everything to light. I'm trying to tell you, anybody who's not right is about to get shined and blind by that light. See, I'm trying to tell you, darkness has nowhere to hide. So all you had to do was speak up, and God got you. You divine. So chosen ones, never allow somebody to try to make you feel less confident in making certain moves. Don't ever let somebody play with you. Don't let anybody lie on you. Don't let anybody feel like they have the ability to put a price on your head, because a price been placed on their head too. See, God do not play. And your ancestors is going to show them that they don't play about you. See, I'm trying to tell you, everything that they try to do, they've been watching. And other people been watching too. See, there was times that God had you go out into this location, out in the open, for a reason. He knew that they was going to follow you. He knew. But he also knew how he's about to move by you. Everything has been seen. Evidence has been collected. I'm trying to tell you, anybody who ever crossed you, try to stop you, they asses is stopped. They done. See, you don't got to argue with no corpse, chosen one. See, I'm trying to tell you, these individuals already sealed their fate. Let's put something in perspective, right? If they were so smart, they say they are successful. Oh, that magic was successful. They did money spells. All of a sudden, they got money. But how do they have money? They did PPP loans. They did fraudulent information stolen from customers. They put other shit in everybody else's name. They did a pyramid scheme in a sense, spiritually and energetically. So these individuals did all this scamming shit, and they are stupid enough to pay a practitioner to say, oh, the practitioner made it come through. You did all of that scamming shit, all of that. If the practitioner truly had the ability to have you be able to manifest certain money and certain abundance to come through for you, you wouldn't have to do devious shit to get it. Because just like they had the opportunity to do it, chosen ones had the opportunity to do some scheming shit too, but we trusted our process. So our 10 bands is coming from our hard work, whereas yours was coming from stealing from those people. How the fuck they feel like they successful? Oh, that person, that practitioner really did good. Because we got that money for that fraudulent loan that we put in for. Are you dumb? That don't make sense. How are you saying the magic worked if you had to do some scamming shit to get it? If the magic worked, then you would have had to do shit to get it. You just would have had to be you. So, unlike the chosen ones, what they speak don't come true. They sat there and had shit mixed around whole time. They ain't realized that the answer was you. Shit, something like them AI braids, them questions and answers, them shoes. See, I'm trying to tell you. These individuals, if they really sat back and thought, or if they said death magic worked, why you had to poison that person to try to kill him? Why you had to put a price on that person's head? Why you had to lie on them and say that they stole money from so-and-so when you know it was you and your shorty who did it? Why did you say, if you were successful at death magic, you ain't had to do shit, right? So it's like, are they stupid? And you, at one point, your ass was out here believing it. You had a little cough. You out here like, oh shit, the shit that they sent is working. And you, like, the fuck? Shorty, you done slept with your mouth open, the fan on high. You done washed your hair and your ass went to sleep without drying it. So now you out here believing what they speaking is coming true. And the whole time, that shit's an illusion. They under confusion. They try to project that shit on you. That shit ain't... How the fuck that work? How that work? If their magic worked, then what the fuck? Why would they have to scam? When all you have to do is speak what you seek and you gonna see it. So that means the manifester and that magic is within. See, you don't do that hocus pocus shit. God made you magical. You don't play with no magic. They let the devil gas them up. Stupid asses could have had it. They, man, listen. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Does it make sense? How are they successful at black magic if they have to scam to get it, pay people to try to kill? They sat there and got away with certain scams the whole time. They ain't even get away for real. That was certain people over those people that they was plotting with, was looking over them and was going to take them out too, because half the people that was plotting against you was plotting with certain lawyers, PIs, detectives, certain federal aid, government assistance. Man, listen. All they did was got their whole foundation or organization shut the fuck down, because they should have shut their asses up. They should have shut it up and kept that shit moving. You wasn't even paying attention to you. You was doing what God told you to do. And these people start throwing certain shit at you, certain spitballs and equivalent to them spitting lies on you, certain things they was throwing, certain darts they was trying to hit you whole time. Listen, all I had to do was turn around one time, call them my God, and it's a wrap for you and your crew. All I had to do was speak up, and I'm trying to tell you, when it comes to God, I'm going to fuck around and be a tattletale on you. They are stupid. How did that magic work? If you had to manipulate to get it, you had to steal to get it. That just means that the only thing that magic is words with intentions behind it. And based upon the person that they talk to, they just had to have a slicker mouth than you and be able to verbally persuade you to do what they want you to do. So they sat there and put you in an illusion. Think of Judge Judy, right? When you watch Judge Judy or the court shows, right? And you see somebody that you know initially, like, that shit don't even add up. But they start talking and you remember, you do that. They start saying shit where you like, damn, did that happen? You start going along with their story. That was it. You sat there and believed what they was doing against you was working. Whole time that shit was not. That's equivalent to a little kid turning on and out the light. You hitting the switch while they doing their hand, acting like it was really them doing it. See, your ass was adding to the illusion. You add to the confusion. Now God was telling you to speak up and let them know that it wasn't them the whole time. Listen, try to tell you, you are not the one. If that magic shit worked, they wouldn't have had to scam to get the success. They was scheming. They was plotted on the whole time. I'm trying to tell you, everybody is going to be held accountable. 2023 is Judgment Day. The whole year is Judgment Day. Whatever you do, you gonna see the outcome right away. You out here spreading smiles, love, light, and abundance. You making it with what you got. I'm trying to tell you guys about to see, oh shit. So you was able to make this with just those pieces. Well, listen, I got more pieces for you. See, I'm about to add to this. I'm about to match that. I'm about to see what else you can do. See, God seen you turn this to that. That's equivalent to turning water to wine. See, you had all the things that you needed within you the whole time. See, chosen ones, I'm proud of you. You didn't give up. Because had you give up on you, that would have just allowed somebody to come in and try to duplicate you. See, think about how people do false, how they steal people's identity. Certain people pass away and they try to pick up where they left off and act like them. See, that's what they try to do with you, but you put that shit to an end. See, they try to get you to give up on you. They try to get you to take the life of you because they didn't have access to you or the power to even do it. They try to get you to put yourself in so situations where places that God told you ain't need to go at. They want you to try to pull up. Whole time that was a setup and God said that shit is enough. See, I'm trying to tell you, God is not playing. You heard me. It's a wrap. Everybody will be held accountable. Everybody. And let me say this. All those celebrities too. See, people don't realize celebrities steal from certain no names in a sense, people too. See, you gonna realize that those people that you put on a pedestal are only put on a pedestal based upon certain people that they stepped on. See, when you start to see closely, you gonna realize that that's not a throne that they standing on. That's somebody's back. That's somebody that they try to keep in lack. See, some of these celebrities try to scam you into choosing them. See, I want you to realize that there's two different paths and you're going to have to be able to go with this. See, there's going to be a time period that everything that you pray for, God is going to present. See, you asked for a job. God sent you two. He wanted to see what you was going to do. See, one had more profit. The other one was aligned with your purpose and peace. See, God wanted to see, was you going to choose that profit over your peace because you thought that you can sit there and pay those bills more quickly, or was you going to invest in yourself, not realizing that as you invest in your purpose and you invest in your peace too, then somebody's going to recognize you and put your ass up on that pedestal. See, you was going to get that pay raise had you stayed with your purpose. See, the same applies to certain partners too. See, God will send somebody looking real shiny and the other one will try to stand up it behind the scenes. They don't need to be seen by everybody's crew. See, you're going to have to realize that one is a gem and one is not. One is divine and one is a plot. See, you're going to have to be able to see shit through on a soul level. And you are, and I'm proud of you. You understand me? Again, you patient with your process. You paying attention to people's patterns. You're not allowing the past to pop up. They had an opportunity to step up. They didn't. So therefore, now they lucks ran up. They going to have to watch somebody else step into that position, play that part they were supposed to play. See, God don't have you holding the line up for somebody who's not trying to be swayed. See, those who are divine is going to know divine when they see it. They going to feel it energetically. Why? Because they too busy being it. They going to see it's a reflection of them. So in order to see who's right, you have to be right within again. You seeing it now, and I'm proud of you. You understand me? Don't allow them to come back. Again, how I said, they try to steal from you, try to get into that party, not realizing that they needed you in order to pass through. So now they trying to double back and try to come up on excuses on what they try to do. See, they sitting there hoping that you still at that place that they left your ass at. They still hoping that you still in lack, that you still confused on what you gonna wear and what you gonna do. See, they still hoping that you at that location, waiting for them that you didn't see, that they try to steal something from you. They gonna try to place it back where it was at. Whole time, nah, you already picked up. God already called through. You already selected your outfit. That means your purpose on what God told you to do. You already got put in that vehicle, that certain soul, tribe, and crews that come and pick you up or that you align with too. See, now you done hit it to that party. And everybody in that party deserves to be there just like you because they got that invitation. And they one-on-ones try to do the same things that your one-on-one try to do. So again, you try to bring certain people to that party. You try to have them get that same access as you. They try to steal your ticket and go to that location, leave you and take their crew. Whole time they crew seen in front of everybody that they can't get to that next step within you or without you. So now again, they crew starting to see through that shit that they was saying and realizing that they asses was in lack too, see? These people was stealing your energy, stealing your finances, stealing certain shit. They was out here promoting it like it came from them. Now, God put them on the front in line, put them front and center in front of these people that they was plotting with and try to show off for the whole time. Now, God's like, hey, yo, go ahead, get in there. You say you can't get in there, right? See, you ain't got the peace. They sitting there, what you mean I ain't got the peace? I mean, shit, look at me. And God's like, exactly, you ain't got the peace. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You not like that. They starting to see. So again, you picked up and left. You are no longer waiting for those people. You practice what you preach, see? Now, you at that location again. You align with people who prepare for that position just like you. So now you align with your true soul tribe and your true crew. You out here doing the things that you truly are divinely called to do. See, what you need to realize, chosen ones, certain family and friends, they like foster parents. When I say that, you know how you feel here about foster homes. Certain people who are foster children, they have good experiences where they're like, dang, this person stepped up and played that position. They showed me love. They never treated me different. You can vouch for them real good. They go out to be great things. Then you have other people who talk about foster homes and foster parents, their experiences, and they like, nah, it was hell. They was evil. They did this to me. They did that. See? Those people did all those evil things thinking that you ain't had nobody to look out for you. They thought that you ain't have no lineage whole time. Your lineage was about to come back for you. See, God is your true parent. Your true divine parents are already aligned with you. Why you think you was volunteered to come back and help other people get to where you already made it to? See, you had certain parents here in this earth sense that treated you like shit. Like you wasn't worth it. Whole time that was a test to see what they was going to do. See, these was people that used to pray in previous lifetimes for certain babies and opportunities to come through. They was looking for certain ways out, and they ways out was you. God had them bring you through to that 3D world and to see what they was going to do. See, they was your foster parents in a sense. It's almost like studying abroad, chosen ones. You already made it to the chosen land. You came back to help other people make it through. So therefore, again, these people that you out here crying about ain't really your people. So therefore, again, that mother, father, sister, brother, they replaceable too. Because that bloodline don't even half the time had the same blood as you. You realize that? Half the time, your bloodline don't even have the same blood as you. They don't even have the same blood types as you. So therefore, that should show you that certain shit ain't the same that you got going on within. See, you got lineages, chosen ones. Your real mother, your real father, they do not play about you. And the fact that they sat there and chose you to come back and help these people, and these people try to hurt you, all you had to do was tell on their ass. When you call God, When you call your ancestors, you calling up your divine parents too. And I'm trying to tell you, your divine parents do not play about you. So you out here like, yeah, I know so-and-so said they was going to take me in. I know when you say here I was going to be loved, I was going to be accepted, that I was going to get this, I was going to get that. But that shit is not true. I just got neglected. You out here telling God's like, who? Who did what? Turn into Cardi B. You heard me. God's like, hey, yo, what? You like, yeah, God, you told me so-and-so if I go to them that love was there. But when I went there, they talking about they ain't got love for me. God's like, what? You like, God, you told me that if I go to this location that you had left a few dollars for me, but I went there, it wasn't there. God's like, hey, yo, what? Oh, all right, hold on real quick. Matter of fact, let me make a few phone calls. I'm going to call you back. You like, all right, yes, sir. You hang up. That's equivalent to you praying and you waiting for confirmation. You waiting for that call back, right? So when God gets off the phone for you, when he gets off that prayer with you, he goes and connects with those people. He starts playing with their conscience. He starts making certain things come to mind. They like, hey, yo, I know you ain't steal from one of mine. See, I know you ain't take that money that I sent for Shorty. I know you ain't out here hurt her when I sent her or him to help you. I know you ain't sit there and lie on this person when this person was helping you clear up lies about you. See, I know the fuck. God start pressing their asses like, oh, all right, cool. So let me tell you, you got a little bit of time and your ass better hurry up and make some moves. That's equivalent to God saying you got 5 minutes to make sure everything that I gave to them is right back where I put it at. Some of these people, they ain't got what God gave them to give to you. They out here spend your ends on other people. And they can't go back to those other people and ask for it back. Because if they ask for it back, then those people would know that their asses was in lack. That they never was winning. They was just stealing from you. So now again, these individuals allow their ego and arrogance to keep them from doing what God told them to do. So what do they try to do but run from that call? God keeps calling their asses up. Calling their asses out. They keep trying to run from it. God makes this thing come to light about them. They come up with excuses for it. God makes this come to light to other people. They try to cover that up. So now God's like, oh, so-and-so keeps ducking my calls. Well, it's time that I show my ass up. See, they had opportunities when God was speaking to them, telling them to be right by you, to stop doing devious things that they was doing to you, stop sending magic to you, stop trying to harm you, stop lying on you, stop stalking you, stop trying to, again, end you. See, they didn't pick up. They was running from those calls. They was running from their conscience. That's when they was drinking and drugging, sexing and shooting. They was doing all these things to try to keep from doing what God told them to do. So now God pulled up. That means certain karma and consequences are coming through. Certain things they getting clink. They is not getting released. I'm trying to tell you, everything that they intended for you is now what they starting to see. It's a wrap. You heard me? It's a wrap. Whole time, God's been trying to call back to them. Like, hey, yo, listen, maybe there was a misunderstanding. You ain't know so-and-so was your blessing. You ain't know so-and-so was a representative of me. Listen, make sure that shit's right. Make sure they got everything that I sent and left them. Now, all of a sudden, God comes back to you. You call for God like, God, is there anything else you need me to do? See, God's like, hey, yo, you ain't see so-and-so ain't dropped nothing off. And you like, so-and-so dropped off like $20. God's like, $20? Okay, cool. See, God knows that that person owes you more and that they trying to come up with certain ways to try to pay it back to you. See, God's like, oh, nah, shorty. So that's equivalent to those blessings that was coming in slowly but surely. You started your business. You had one customer here. You had one customer there. Or you was aligned with your purpose, but that profit wasn't always as clear. See, you paid attention and continue on your path. Now you starting to see that your ass was never lack. Every time you spend some, God matches that and brings it right back. See, these individuals didn't realize that now Instead of getting that lump sum like the lottery, now you get payments every day or every week. See, they starting to realize that everything is getting snatched from them immediately. See, they on a payment plan and they going to have to pay up. See, by this timeline in April, I'm trying to tell you, if everything ain't returned back to you, you going to hear about a lot of deaths. A lot of deaths. I'm trying to tell you, God is out here whacking motherfuckers. That's it. You stole from him. Because stealing from you is stealing from him, because he's paying you to do what he needs you to do. So if you on your purpose and they trying to steal your purpose and your path and your messages and your gifts and all of that from you, that means they stealing from him. And it makes it seem like God is not truly paying you. See, they was scamming. God was paying you. These people were stealing from you. So now you go to God like, hey, God, are you know what I'm saying? I'm not to say nothing, God. But you told me if I do this, that I will start to see that. And I'm just wondering, like, am I going to start getting paid this next week? Or, like, is it bi-weekly? Is it weekly? Like, I'm asking you. And God's like, what you mean? And you like, listen, certain payouts that you said I was going to get, I didn't see. God's like, but you kept working. And you like, yeah, because I trusted what you said. So now God is grateful for you believing in him, but now God is out for vengeance. See, if you wasn't getting that funds, that means somebody was stealing from him. So now he's about to go ahead to those people that was stealing from you, and he's going to approach them. See, I'm trying to tell you, God don't play about you chosen ones. You heard me? If they didn't give you what God's been trying to give you, they stole from you. That means they stole to try to steal from God too. God was paying you for being in your purpose. That means you doing what God told you to do. Walk away from this person. Do this. Make certain moves. See, you did that, but kept working. No matter if you seen that payment or not. You just believed that this was your position that you were supposed to play. You knew that this was your purpose. You knew that this was your path. You trusted what God told you, and you knew that he was about to pray and play and pay you whole time. Now God's about to promote you. See, you had loyalty. You was loyal in the business. You kept believing. You didn't start slacking on your shit because you ain't see certain things come through. If anything, that made you work harder because you knew what God was about to do. You about to get that big check, chosen ones. You heard me? You about to get that big check, chosen ones. You about to get that big payout that you've been waiting for. God told you what's coming, and I'm trying to tell you what you got in store. You just had to get rid of those people, and God just needed you to keep working on your path so he can attract and see what these other people was doing. See, had you not kept working, had you just quit, he wouldn't have seen that those people. See, let's talk, chosen ones. So God is your payee. Life is your position, right? Life is you showing God that you deserve to be put in this position. So just like when you go in an interview and they say, okay, if this happens, what are you going to do? If your customer says this, what you going to tell them? So on and so forth. The same apply to you. God sat there and had certain situations come, and he wanted to see what you was going to do. See, okay, if so-and-so walks away from you, what you going to do? You said, I'm going to walk closer to you. He was like, oh, all right, cool. You like, if so-and-so steals from you, what you going to do? You said, I'm going to sit back, analyze the situation, and see what certain moves I can make. I'm going to go and ask you. Guys like, okay. If so-and-so tells you that you can't do it, they don't believe in what you do, and you don't right away see certain money come through, what you going to do? And you like, listen, I already know. I'm going to be patient because I'm going to get paid. God's like, cool, all right, see. Now God was swayed, see. All these situations and these things that you was encountering and experiencing, this was training you for that position that God was asking you for. See, God wanted to see was you going to keep pushing through, because when he put you on this pedestal, he putting you on a pedestal in front of other people. So therefore, everybody's going to, in a sense, look up to you. He wants to see, are you even somebody that these people can look up to? See, God wants to see, is money going to move you over your morals? Is it your path and your purpose over profit? God wanted to see what was within you. You proved yourself, but these people also proved themselves too. See, while you was out here in that interview, you was out here doing the work that God assigned to you. These people was out here taking little bits from your check. They called themselves taxing you. See, they was taking this little bit amount. You ain't noticed it. They was taking this little bit amount. You ain't noticed it. See, this been happening for extended a period of time. So this is equivalent to them stealing your energy. This is equivalent to them stealing your funds. This is to them using you sexually, mentally, emotionally, trying to put magic on you too, spreading lies on you, or seeing what you going through. Whole time it was them putting you through what you was going through. So these people was taken from you, and had you quit, so had you sat there when your checks was coming back a little short, when you knew the hours didn't match up to the profit that you was seeing, had you quit right then and there like, man, fuck that, that's just not worth it, and not brought it to those people's attention, you wouldn't have never got paid out, and other people would have got targeted too. See, you speaking up is equivalent to you going to the person who pays you. That's you going to that boss like, hey, certain things don't add up. I'm a little confused. Can you make me see what it is that you was taking from my check? And they starting to look at it confused like, nah, that shit don't make sense. Let me look back over it. I'll get back to you in a moment. See, God heard your prayers. Like, God, I'm doing everything you asked me to do. I see certain things is still slow or ain't lack. Is there anything else? Is there other moves? God was like, nah, I need you to stay right here. Just keep doing your job. I'm going to come back to you. Whole time again, an investigation was started. Those people going to have to pay back to you. Whole time, you ain't realized that by cutting out that karmic cycle, you saved other people from going through what you went through. See, it may have started elsewhere, chosen ones, but you got the ability to make sure that it stops with you. See, you saved other people from being sacrifices. And you vindicated other people that's already been sacrificed or attempted to be sacrificed before you. See, chosen ones, had you quit and stop going through your purpose, through your path, I can tell you right now, chosen ones, there's certain people everybody put on a pedestal. And this is personally, I'm going to let you know. There's certain people that people be like, they got $1 million worth of gains. Certain celebrities that when I started to pick up that they were stealing from me. See, these are individuals that started their path before me, and their path got them so far. But then they started to fizzle out, and then they seen certain individuals had the ability to become some type of star. See, I'm trying to tell you, there's certain celebrities that call themselves stealing from me. They get paid big profit, but the payout is going to be better for me. See, God don't play by his chosen ones. He don't play with false prophets either. See, he don't play with false prophets out here spinning somebody else's prophecy for some profit. That means, again, you doing it for the wrong reason. You're not doing it to help these people. You doing it to help yourself. See, God see it all. God sees that they try to be you, and that's where their ass is lost. See, I can tell you right now, see, it's going to come to light. I ain't even going to say their name, but the celebrities, right, that always try me. They had more followers at the time than me. Seemed like they had more money than me, but my morals was higher. That was a higher currency. See, my name ringing bells in the spiritual world means God don't play about me. See, they started to see certain losses. So they started to ease up with stealing my shit. See, when they thought that I took eyes off of them, as God told me to do, they thought that a certain karma was lifted off of them. So they started to do it again and again and again. They seen certain profit. They thought they was going to win. They tried to stop certain opportunities from coming through. Certain offers that I got to sign major deals, I passed up because I'm not selling my souls like those people. See, I knew God was like, listen, yeah, you can sign with them, be seen on TV and appear like you winning, or you can get with the winning team for real. See, everything I build, I know I built based upon what God gave me. Everything I built is based upon what I worked hard and earn. Nobody can take it from me. See, they can try to use certain friends and connections that they had to try to plot on you whole time. They don't realize that they bringing people into the plot too. See, anybody who try to work against you is getting worked on too. I'm trying to tell you, nobody can ever take what God got for you. Be patient. Keep going. Do not quit. Because soon as you quit, they going to sit there and act like that was they shit. God's about to remove them from their platforms. God's going to take that profit for them. They already done lost their souls. They already not right within. And I want you to be cautious of certain leaders that you allowing to lead you to. Because I know damn well it ain't God leading those people. So that where the hell are they trying to lead you to? See, be cautious, chosen ones. Even the devil knew all God's scriptures because he used to be divine too. So the devil will tell you all the information and you think that he's enlightening you. Whole time he's telling you information that you already have access to, but they making it seem like they putting you on to something that your ass already intuitively knew. So now again, they sit there and do this to try to set you up for you to sit there and feel like the abundance comes through them instead of you. They try to be the middleman and get profit off of you. Whole time you don't need these people. You go to God and God's going to make certain things come through. I'm trying to tell you, you don't need nobody. You going to see. They sold their souls for a little bit ass of money. Whole time. You divine, God got something for you because you golden, chosen ones. Be patient, I'm trying to tell you. When you see at the end of this, you going to see what they did see. When you start having blessings come through, certain people going to come to you like that appear like they had blessings too, right? These are certain people from your past that try to plot on you, work against you, lie on you, so on and so forth, right? But thought you ain't know it. And then they going to show up like, oh yeah. They gonna see that you had something that they had. So you was patient with your process. Now God started to have certain money come through. They sitting there like, oh, you had to sell your ass like for that profit too. And you like, no, I ain't had to do the same thing as you. See, you gonna have to realize when y'all start comparing stories, we is not the same. I ain't selling no ass to get any type of gain. I'm not selling my soul for some shit that I'm already guaranteed to get. All I got to do is be authentically me. I'm not about to allow y'all to deter me from my path. I'm not going to allow y'all to mess with my frequency. See, you going to be like, shorty, we is not the same. When they talk about, oh, what we going to do when who is we? You out here passing around that pocket or that pipe for profit. We is not the same. My shit been clinked down. We don't do that. Oh, nah. What we gonna do? Well, me and my crew gonna get our asses from away from you because you got some karma coming. You gonna realize that, chosen ones. You was not the same. You heard me? Talking about we, like, shorty, when you start speaking French, like, you better get that shit right. Because your ass got left. It's a wrap. Ain't none of that. They ain't coming back. They ain't going to say what they will do now. They ain't do it when you was connected to them. So therefore, that shit's an illusion. They just trying to get back to you. Because they seen how God moved about you. They thinking that they make right by you. That God's going to make certain things right happen and come true for them. Oh, nah. They done. Right now, all they doing is trying to get their soul back. That's it. I'm trying to tell you. In order for them, God's going to allow one person of that crew. See, this is the person that had morals and felt bad about what they was doing, even if they still allow other people to persuade them to do it. This is somebody who kept it conscious. I want you to realize it's that person who's going to be put on that front line. In order to get their soul back, they're going to have to give back everything that they stole from you. In order to get their soul back, they're going to have to tell on all those other people. In order to get some type of leniency on their sentences, see, they still going to get sentenced, but they may not get put to death. They may just have 20 to 25 years and only have a few years left. But they know that They did their time. They paid off for their karmic debt. So now again, even if they die the next day that they get released, they know that they got their soul back. See? Trying to tell you, if they think that they're going to escape that hell, they won't. And even if they try off themselves, they just going to get to hell quicker. You don't get to escape anything that you did. You just got a little bit more time to repent and make right by it. And God wants to see. He's only going to give one pass to the crew. So it's based upon who decides to allow God to lead them and who listens to their toxic ass crew. See, I'm trying to tell you, certain things going to come to light, chosen ones. You heard me? Everything that they try to take from you, God was holding from you, and he about to give it back to you in front of these people. And he's going to give it to you in the time that they need it. And God's going to say, I wish your ass would even try to give them anything I gave you. That's why some of your blessings kept seeming like they was getting delayed. You was delaying the process based upon the people that you was giving to. When God gave you a few extra dollars, instead of spending that shit on you, you gave it to the person who spent them ends to fuck around with other people. See, nah. Nope. That's why your shit kept getting delayed. You kept giving to people who didn't earn it. Now you know to keep your shit to yourself until God tells you that you can share it and who deserves it. See? Keep your shit to yourself, chosen ones. That's it. You gonna see. They gonna need it. Their health is failing. Funds is low. The murders that they committed are starting to show. Them sacrifices that they made. Oh yeah, people know. Certain shit that they was doing with. Listen, they should have used that honey that they was putting in jars to plot on you. They should have used that to pour into their tea and really think those certain things through. See, they dumb. Them candles that they try light to have certain things on you, them words that was sent is the same words that bound them. They'll never be able to make it through. They altars is getting knocked over. They altars is getting altered. See, they don't realize when they use your picture, they allow you to be in their energy too. See, when you in your energy, that means your ancestors and God has access to their energy too. So therefore, God's going to have you make certain moves to confuse them on what you even try to do. See, you may say you making a left whole time. Your ass wasn't even planning to move. You just wanted to see who was going to rush in that direction and try to do the same things as you. See, back in the day, chosen ones, I used to sit there and say certain things deliberately just to see what people was going to do. See, I wanted to see what information was going to come back, and I knew just who it was coming back from too. See, I used to say certain shit. Then I was like, matter of fact, I ain't even going to feed into it. When God showed me that they not for me, I know it. I'm going to go with it. See, these individuals spread lies on you. They said certain things that only you told those people. And again, they told other people, hoping that those other people was going to tell other people to try to target you too. Whole time, the people who was targeting is now the targeted. And they try to come back to you because you got that protection. You got that shield. So they try to stand back up under you. Oh, nah, baby. Shouldn't have talked that. Now you going to have to show them what your hands like. That's like somebody talking all this crazy shit to somebody. Yeah, when I see you, I'm going to beat you up. Yeah, when I see you, I'm going to do this. Yeah, when I see you, I'm going to do that. They was capping around their friends. Whole time they caught up with those people when they was lacking. Now all of a sudden, them people they was talking shit on and start laughing like, yo, you not even built like that with your scary ass. You not even like that. See, your people may have had semi-hands, but they ain't got them haymakers like me. See, I ain't got to do all of that duck down. When I hit you, I'm trying to tell you, you going to feel like you got hit by 3. See, they did, though. You, God, and your ancestors, they went in, though. See, I'm trying to tell you, they ain't know that you got hands like that. That's why you ain't get involved. See, your hands indicted. See, they try to provoke you, thinking that because your hands indicted that your ass wouldn't get the fight. And see, you just had to keep getting them to push you. Then when you call on God, that's equivalent to you calling on them cops too. And them cops giving you permission to throw some haymakers at those people. Now they ass got clips. Ain't that about a... Now they leaking. Legs all flimsy and shit. Try to call on to other people, but there's nobody to tap out to. Because when you try to tap out to that person, you starting to see that they getting their ass whooped too. See, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all not like that. Y'all use all that dark. None of that dark is illuminating none of y'all's room. The only reason why y'all eating, because y'all eating off somebody you like. You done stole from somebody who's doing good. You impersonating somebody else. See, everything that you get, you ain't got it from you. You got from somebody else. Your ass lacking. But we about to be laughing. All that shit gets returned. Now you were front and center. Now everybody sees them for who they truly are. See, chosen ones. That's like you going to high school with somebody, right? And when they graduate, they turn into a different facade. They turn into a different person. They start talking this tough Tony shit like they've been hard the whole time. Then all of a sudden, other people put them on that pedestal, really make them seem fearful or feel like they really some fighting people. Whole time you like, so-and-so? I know you ain't talking about so-and-so. People sitting there coming to you. That's equivalent to people that you used to be connected. I could speak for myself again. I'm always be able to use myself as an example. I remember people messaging me, certain feminine messages, messaging me about masculine energies that I ain't spoke to in years. I ain't talked to in years. But those masculines then gassed them up and had them feel like I was still here. See, they made them feel like they still had access to me whole time. That shit was a lie. See, certain people was targeting me, but they should have did their research. They should have realized the truth the whole time. See, I allowed them to get their words off. That shit don't bother me. See, I'm drama free. I don't play that shit. You hear me? When I say I'm in my own world, I'm trying to tell you I'm in my own world. Therefore, again, I stay focused on me. You focus on you. But when you start to try to pick at me and I start seeing you pick on people in my crew, oh shorty, I'm trying to tell you this is what I'm going to do. See, spiritually, energetically, we like that. We call judgment on these people, and that's what God's going to do. See, you stop allowing them to get away with certain shit. Now you told God the truth, like, yo, God, they keep messing with me, sending things to me, sending dreams to me, my children. They stealing from me, messing with cars. God's like, yo, I got it covered the whole time. I was just waiting for you to ring the alarm. I'm trying to tell you. These people will pay for everything that they try to do. I'm trying to tell you, people who target you are targeting you based upon people that you're not even connected to. I was so confused, like, huh? I think you got the wrong... I'm telling you, when Shorty was hitting me, like, yeah, I know, you know who I am and what I do. And so I was like, huh? I had to wait for a description to see who you was talking about. Then when I found, I'm like, ew. But again, see, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to tell other people how I feel about you, but I'm going to make sure your ass know the truth. So he knew I couldn't stand his ass. He knew I ain't like him. He knew that, again, I seen certain demons within him, and I'm like, I'm not like him. Fuck that. I ain't dealing with him. I couldn't even give him a text back. 4 years later, somebody popping up talking about my ex. I'm like, my ex, where at? Whole time I never was with him. That was just a few texts. Ugh. Now Shorty done cursed her bloodline too, fucking with something that didn't have nothing to do with it. See, when people start playing with your energy, you give them an opportunity like, listen, maybe you need to get yourself right. See, at that time, I ain't need to tell her the truth about that masculine. I ain't need to tell her all the shit that I had seen. See, I see through on a soul level. For certain things, ain't for everybody to see. See, I give you insight that why I don't rock with you so you're not confused. But the lies that you choose to tell other people, well, that shit's on you. See, I done had certain friends turn on me when I was younger too. See, from a younger age, I had certain feminine friends that used to try to mess with the masculines that I was connected to. See, some of them caved in. And I wanted to see what the masculines were going to do. See, those masculines gave in to those bird brain games, and they start getting cursed too. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. When you have certain cycles connected to you, God has certain types of people get attracted to you just to see what you gonna do. Also, just to see what they gonna do against you too. See, they had the opportunity. Had that masculine turn the other cheek, told me the truth, told her that he wasn't going to give in to what she wanted him to do. Had that masculine not felt the need to try to get back at me on some things that he was feeling energetically. See, half the time you don't realize that the people pursuing you are jealous of you because you got confidence in being you. So your confidence brings out the insecurities in them. So people will start viewing you terrible and start making themselves the victim. Whole time we ain't even have no problem. Even when we disconnected. See, I always be friends with people first just to see how they are. See, what you do, chosen ones. You could see through certain people on a soul level, right? But there was a period of time where you ain't trust your discernment. You allowed them to tell you who they were. Then God sit there and gave you time for them to say, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I do. Then God's like, all right, cool. They sticking with that line. Now I want you to see through them and see the truth. See, certain shit that God showed you didn't add up or match up with what they were showing you. But that test was on them, not you. See, God wanted to see what they was going to do. See, had they been themselves, told you the truth, you already seen through it. You already knew what they was going to do. Whole time you already knew that they was going to get karma and consequences with crossing you. But you tried to help them and show them a different way. But helping them was only hurting you. So now you see, chosen ones. You hear me? Make sure. You better make sure. Pay attention. Trust your process. Again, when God shows you who's for you, you're going to feel that all over you. You're going to feel that in your soul. Your mind is going to match your heart because it all aligns. If your mind is not matching what your heart's telling you, which is not matching what your spirit's telling you, what's not matching what the frequency showing you or the confirmation showing you, then something ain't adding up, and that means that shit is not for you. When it's truly for you, there is nothing. There is nothing that you ain't right on that list that you're not going to get. You want this person to be like this, talk like this, walk like this, give you that, have that, so on and so forth. You are not going to be in lack. When this person is for you, you're going to see everything get presented for you. You're not going to be able to have to compromise. No. But you have to be that person that you want to see. Because again, they're attracted to you. So what you are being is what you are seeking, and that's what you're going to see. So therefore, you got to be your perfect match. You got to be your partner because your divine partner is a reflection of you. That means the same things you went through, they went through too. The same things you overcome, they overcame too. The same certain tests that they had that you passed, they ass passed it and prepared for this position too. They a reflection of you. How you feel about you, you beautiful, you this, you that, they gonna feel that about you, and you gonna see it within them because they are a reflection of you. So again, you don't get your true partner until you start liking you. Because how are you going to love the person that you're supposed to be with that is exactly like you if you don't love you and don't acknowledge you and don't embrace you, and then you not being you? That means you being somebody else, so you're going to attract somebody else person who's not going to carry you the way you're supposed to be carried. You got to be what you seek, and that's what you're going to see. You want to go get it? Okay, cool. I tell the people this all the time. When I hear about, people talking about signing prenup and people mad to do so, I'm going to sign a prenup and you sign that prenup too. Because if I'm sitting there refusing to sign a prenup because I feel like you are not going to have me have access to certain things that you have access to too, then that means I don't need to be with you. If I feel like if you had me sign this, I'm going to end up with nothing, that means I don't feel like I'm something and I can't get it too. Just like you got goals and dreams and aspirations, you chasing shit, I'm chasing that shit too. Just like you can make certain things happen for you, I made certain things happen too. So it's like you got to realize when people say a prenup means that you think about being ended. The same applies to if you sign a prenup. They could say if you sign a prenup, that means you think about leaving that person. You think an ending is near. But if I'm so believe that this relationship is going to stay, that means that prenup will never be at play. If I trust that the person that I align with is going to have me just like I have them, that means that even if we chose to walk away, none of us are ever lacking. See, they try to have you have that victim mentality. I don't need to have to eat off you. You heard me? So again, as I sign on that dotted line, baby, I need you to sign that shit too. Because I know before I got to you, I got here without you, and I can get through and get to certain locations too without you. But again, it's a blessing if we align. We can do certain things at the same time. Shit, we using less energy because we connected, we pushing through. But again, if you choose to walk away, that shit don't stop no show, baby. That just shows me that I'm closer to my people. See, when you see certain people step away, you embrace that, you be happy. Because you know that you're getting closer to your true divine partner. You heard me? So if this ain't cool, let me pay attention to the cycle I was connected with. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. Okay, cool. Now we get back to the screen. Now guess what? God's going to have somebody else step up. You heard me? Don't allow these people to have you give up on love. Your ass better get up. But just know that you don't need to be accessible to everybody. You a gem, baby. You rare. Your price goes up when not everybody has access to you. You something like a facade because everybody done heard about it, but it's not a place that they have yet made it to. See, when people get to that real side of you, that love, that light, that protection, that affection, that abundance, that prosperity, I'm trying to tell you, all their prayers come true. Again, God answered all their prayers by having them cross paths with you. See, they needed to see through what you was showing them to see the gold in you. I'm trying to tell you, the person who's for you is going to step up. You may have been abandoned. They may have been abandoned. And again, how y'all handle it, y'all going to have to step up. Certain people, again, take it personal when people be like, listen, I can walk away from you in a second. If you play in that position, if you truly showing love, if you truly communicating, you play in that position, and this is truly your person, y'all gonna make it work. No, neither one of y'all gonna desert each other. But again, you don't stay bound to certain people who don't think the same way as you. They don't have goals. They don't have drives. They don't have love. They don't have light. They don't want children and you want children. What makes you think you sitting there partner up with people who told you they ain't want kids? You thinking that you could persuade them so when you finally get pregnant, they make your ass miserable? No. You don't try to teach somebody into liking what you like. Either they like it already or they don't. You don't teach somebody to be how you are. Either they with it or they not. You heard me? That's it. Because again, what you look like allowing somebody to try you, and now they try to put you through trials, and then all of a sudden they find out that that light, that abundance, all of that shit was coming through you. What you look like? Going back like, I'll take you back now that you know who I am. Nah, I wanted to see how you was going to treat me when you ain't know who I was. I wanted to see how you was going to treat me when you thought I ain't had shit. When you thought I was lacking. When you sat there and thought that I ain't had. When they saw you in that putt-putt, whole time they ain't realized that you was about to be pushing something better. God just had you driving and so locations with that. Because again, he seen that certain people was going to try to steal from you. He seen what they... Do you see what they did to you when they see or thought you ain't had shit? So imagine what they would have tried to do towards you had they seen what God had for you. So therefore, again, God had you dressed, unimpressed, to see what they was going to do. These people allowed the devil to sell them some souls or sell them some dreams. Whole time, they gave up their divine thing. It's something like when they say deal or no deal. You know how they have certain curtains, right? So this person got a curtain that had everything that they needed. This was you. That was that car. That was that vacation. That was that money. All of those things was behind that curtain. God had it come across. They wanted. That was you. They got your attention. You was attracted to them too. You was actually thinking about pursuing a dream with them. You was open to some opportunities with them. All of a sudden, the devil was like, listen, you know there's more curtains, right? People start getting their ear. Well, how you know that that's the best curtain? How you know that there ain't something else out there that's better? Now, they already got a curtain that got a vacation, which is their peace. They got a car, which means you take them to places that they wouldn't be able to get to before. So you came in the form of their vacation, which is their peace. You came in the form of the car because you could take them places that they couldn't go to before, they couldn't reach. You came as that abundance because, again, God provides you with the endless amount of abundancy, wealth, health, greatness, happiness, all of that, just based upon the fact that you being yourself. So God had them behind that curtain, which is that cover up, which shows those clothes, behind that car, behind that career, so on and so forth. God had you behind that curtain. They already seen that they had everything that they've been asking for. And somebody persuaded them to give up and to get what was behind that door. That means they gave up on you and went back to a karmic. They gave up on you and went back to somebody from their past. They gave up on you and went for something else and realized behind that curtain that shit was straight trash. So they then gave up everything, which was you, to get something else behind that curtain, which was something that, again, couldn't take them to. They couldn't make no moves. That shit was that dun, 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 that little sound. You know that sound that makes on that show? Now they realize that that deal that they made, that shit was a no-go. They did a deal with the devil. They gave up everything that they asked for, which was you. Now they stuck with those scraps. That shit is a mess. Why they gotta watch somebody else get what's behind that curtain, which was you. So now again, they didn't swap the shit out with somebody else too. So let's talk. Deal or no deal. There's certain curtains. So they got the winning curtain, which was you. You crossed paths with them first. These individuals seen a curtain that somebody else got. So this is somebody else that hasn't been able to meet you yet. This is your divine partner that hasn't been aligned with you yet, didn't cross paths with you yet, but been praying to cross paths with you. They've been working on themselves to get access to you, right? So the person that originally, which is your past person, got the curtain that consists of you. This past person sat there and let the audience persuade them to make certain moves. That audience is their friends, their family, certain people from their crew. They was yelling, pass it, switch it. And that's what they did. So now they gave up what they had, which was everything, which was you, swapped it out. Now that person that was praying for an opportunity and for their dreams to come through, they was praying to cross paths with a person like you. Now they holding on to that prize, and that shit ain't even been revealed yet. They just know this is going to be better than what I had. All of a sudden, that person from your past passed that baton. That means when they passed up on you, they allowed somebody else to be aligned with you. Half the people that you crossed paths with previously was your karmics. They wasn't even truly for you. So now your karmics passed up on you to go to their karmics and allowed your true divine partner to be able to be presented with that opportunity, with that curtain that consists of you. So now when those curtains get lifted, those veils get lifted, now everybody see the truth. They see that the person that they passed up was the prize, and now they allowed somebody else to get to it. You heard me? Now they looking over there stupid. Now they over there like, damn. You mean to tell me Shorty was the key the whole time? He was the person I was supposed to be with. The abundance was her. So on and so forth. They starting to push shit together, and now they truly know your worth. Now they sitting there pleading like, please switch back. This is everything that I wanted. Oh, nah. You volunteered it up. You gave it up. Somebody else grabbed it. Somebody else stood up. So now again, they see what they passed up, and that prize was you, chosen one. They don't get no refunds. They don't get no try agains. Even like scamming ass shorty that says that time machine. I say scamming because she be stealing songs. I don't care. She don't like me. She blocked me already. Time machine shorty be stealing songs. But anyway, shit, they asking shorty to sing that time machine song. Now they damn sure wish they had a time machine to try to switch that shit back. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you. Swiper, no swiping. No take-backs. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't no take-backs. Everybody who tried you is now going through trials. They see they passed up. Listen, let me sidebar. I'm for real. She real. She a siren too. She not right, but she be stealing. That's why she stole all those songs from people that she stepped on. And she still don't get the type of acknowledgement that she feels. What, you got a Grammy, shorty? That shit is paid for. Fuck out of here. She getting karma too, but it is what it is. I'm trying to tell you, be cautious who y'all out here singing. And you gonna see the people that be singing certain singers, and you see through and see that they sirens too. Now it makes sense why those people was their favorite people. Like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I'm trying to tell you. Shit ain't right. And I know for a fact, listen. You think we playing with that because you got a platform? What? God don't play about me. He take that shit right from you. Trying one of his chosen crew. Fuck out of here. We don't let people bully us. You heard me? If we would have let that bullying shit work, they would have bullied us into becoming those demons. We beat their ass. You heard me? We beat their asses up. Now they trying to talk about fight back. Ain't no fighting back, shorty. You are exhausted. Again, you built all your cardio based upon you having to keep restarting. You done built your strength up from you having to rebuild, restart, go back and strategize, go replan, so on and so forth. All these times you had to start over all over again. You done built your cardio up. And now again, you can outmove them. Now they exhausted all their options and they see that they asses will never win. I'm trying to tell you, they not built like that. Not built like that. Y'all ain't even got, y'all on y'all's last breath thinking that you going what? Take mine? Fuck out of here. Don't even breathe in a direction. Don't even blow in a direction. Every time they thought they was putting your fire out, every time that they try to blow at your flame, your shit get brighter and higher and higher. People know how that shit really work. You heard me? So again, when these people try to play with you, don't even sit there and feel like you got to go back and forth to prove yourself to these people. You already proved yourself to these people. That's why they try to plot on you. They already see that you the threat. You heard me? You got to think, if you was nothing, why would so many people try to be like you? If you was ugly, why would they try to look like you? If you wasn't confident, if you wasn't going to be successful with your dreams and your visions, why would they persuade you to not to do it? Then time passed and you see them trying to do the things that you told them that you was trying to do too. Why? If you not a problem and you just some sorry ass individuals like they say, why the fuck? That says a lot about them, because I'm not going to be stuck on no sorry shit. If I know I'm really like that, I don't need you to tell me I'm like that, baby, because I'm being that. You heard me? So for them, when they even fix their mouth to say some shit, you know that I'm shitting on you and I ain't even got that shit on yet. You heard me? You let them know I ain't even got that shit on yet. You hating on me and I ain't even dressed up. But if I put that shit on, that means put that confidence on, walk in my purpose, be truly me. I put that shit on. Boy, you mad at me for wearing sweats? You mad at me that I'm out here wearing slides when me dressed up and dressed down was allowing you to catch a little bit of light, shorty. If I really put that shit on, they not going to be able to see you. You heard me? When you really that light, like, oh, now let me take this lampshade off. And that illumination starts to come through. These motherfuckers squinting their eyes. They, shit, what? Shorty, please, don't get beside yourself. See, I know I'm really like that, so I ain't got to act like that. I try to persuade or portray like I'm not like that. Because I know, again, I'm like that. You got that shit on, man, listen. When you got that shit on, that means you align with God and your purpose. You align, you doing love, light, and abundance. You're not out here playing in people's energy. You're not out here trying to befriend people or make certain people your enemies, even people that work against you. You sit there and allow them to do what they gonna do, because again, you know how God's moving. Judgment Day's here. You heard me? So again, chosen ones, that shit's an illusion. You've been in control this whole time. None of that shit was working. They see you cough on the live. They sat there and calling each other like, yeah, you know that magic's working. I seen Shorty cough. Whole time you got sage lit up. You done had some shit sparked up. You was coughing from something else, but they try to claim it. They seen you taking time out for yourself to recharge. See, right now is y'all's downtime. You seeing certain things come together, but God's also having you take a little bit of recharge too. So he has you making moves, but he's not making you make crazy moves right now. Why? Because you got to catch your breath, chosen ones, because you about to be full speed, full momentum. I'm trying to tell you, once you start, you're not going to stop. So God wants you to have your cardio up to par. He wants to see how you going to balance this out. Balance out your business and your family. Are you going to still be making memories with your family as you're making money? That's why you are supposed to be making a blueprint right now on what you're going to do. Okay, listen, this is the path, the purpose that God placed me on. This is what I feel called to do. Okay, so if I split my time between this and that, I can still make certain moves. Now's the time for you to know that you can balance both career and your family, love and your life. It's your balancing time. You heard me? Know that. This your season, chosen ones. I love you so much. Listen, I got to get up off of here because I do got some readings to do. But I need a favor from y'all. I need all y'all to click the link in my bio. Please make sure you clicking the right TikTok. So there's a fake TikTok out here messaging y'all. Please remember, I'll never message you for a reading. All right? Because again, I'm going to I ain't sugarcoating shit. You gotta be ready to receive it, because I'm gonna tell you about you, your partner, your mother, your brother, your job, so on and so forth. I'm not holding nothing out. So again, when you ready to receive the message, the link's in my bio. But please make sure you click the right Instagram too. If all y'all have Instagrams, please follow my right Instagram page by clicking the link on my bio and clicking the Instagram. Because there's a fake profile out here that, again, they are under investigation. Of course, they're going to be held accountable. But until then, they're going to continue to try to take from you and play in your energy too. So please make sure that you following the right Instagram. I'll never message you, ask you for no donation. I'll never say, oh, I feel drawn to you. None of that. All right? Again, if I feel called to you, I'm going to leave a message to you and keep it moving. Because again, if God calls me to call something for you, again, I'm going to do that without getting profit from you. But again, if you're ready for a reading, book the link in my bio. All right? But again, if you see any false pages, please report them. Please block them. Because we don't want other people getting frauded. They be playing in people's energy. If you look at the fake pages, they are some dark witch type energies. They got certain candles and seances and all this magic shit. We don't do that. So I need y'all to use your discernment. Also, in all my videos, I say I'll never reach out to you for a reading. Believe that. You understand me? You got to put 2 and 2 together so that you protect your energy, because these people ain't right. All right? I love y'all so much. I'm going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube, so turn your notifications on. But until then, thank you so much for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all's shares, all y'all's subscribes, all y'all's gifts, all y'all's donations, just all y'all's love, kind words. I appreciate you. All y'all's appreciation, just know I appreciate you too. I'm continuing to cheer for you. I love y'all so much. Y'all continue to be great.